Alright, here's an update for YouTube, and you can see I've got this side back together now. I've painted the siding, and what I did is I hung the top piece first, and then I hung the next piece, and I hung it down about 1 inch. And then you can see I left the orange stripe out, and then hung the next one down about 1 inch. So I painted it and then put it together. And I think that will make a little nicer looking seams here. It makes it look more like what it would have looked like originally. And the siding is in good shape. It's got some little dings and stuff in it, but I don't think it has anything that's too bad that I'm going to have. The reason the orange stripe, I actually intended to paint it white like I did this back one, but I painted the wrong one. I painted for the other side. But I went ahead and put it together. And you use liquid nails. I use the it's one of the heavy-duty liquid nails, and then pneumatic staples around the edge. And just like in the earlier videos, how I took it apart, that's the same way I put it back together. On the top, I have it's called I think it's called ice dam. It's like a roll. It's what you put around the edge of houses if ice was to back up under it on the roof. And I put that on first, and then I've laid the metal on top of that, and kind of come up with a little thing here on the back. The one piece of metal that I've replaced on all of this outside is that top right there, and I was able to get that at a sign shop. It was a little thicker than what I had. And I went ahead and put the other metal on first, what was original. You can see here where these screws are. The other piece is still on there. And the way I lapped it up top, if I was to get a leak in between those two layers, it would be able to run out in between this crack right here, because there is like I said, there's 2 layers of aluminum on this top part. And so that's just a little something I come up with, and it does work, because I had an issue right here already. I don't really have anything on, and water comes streaming out of here. So and that's because I don't have any of my accessories on the top yet, so it's naturally it would leak if it rained. But I've seen water coming out of there, so it looks like that worked just as an added measure to keep water from getting to the interior. And I think on the last video I didn't have the cab over built, and that cab over took almost as long to build that as it did the sides, both sides together. It was pretty slow going. I'll show how that turned out. Now, I painted the frame on that window, and I just have a couple screws in there holding it, but I painted the frame on that black, and I've kind of decided I didn't like it. I like the black on most motorhomes, but I'm thinking I'm going to try take that back off and polish that out, and stay with the aluminum, just because of the age of the trailer or the motorhome. But I'm not sure. I may go with black, I may not. But have a few more mechanical things coming in this week. I'm getting pretty close to being able to start the engine. The transmission is close to being done, although it's the first one I've ever did, so hopefully I've done it right. And I may not have good lighting here, but I will show what I can. Everything's still a mess. I haven't cleaned up from the day's work. But this, I went ahead and started putting in these here. These are, this is about a 2x2, and that's where the cabinets will be. And I put this at the bottom. That's where the strip here. That one's where the seats are. The dinette, and I went ahead and put that together before I put the siding on, and screwed and glued that together just to add some extra strength to this wall. And it is very strong. It's you push anywhere on it, you move it all. But this cab over was very slow going, and I still don't even have all the frame in now. But attaching it to the cab itself. Okay, this up here now. But I've got I don't know, maybe I had a guy helping me. I probably have 40 man hours just in this front right here. But it's all together now, and it's insulated good underneath, and it's kind of started feeling like work about this point. But it's when I move to the inside, I think I'll get my second wind on this project. But it is starting to be a little less fun than it was when I started. But I will update again soon.